YOLO is the fourth episode of the 25th season of The Simpsons, and I hate the episode for making me say that word. Not a word that I'm a fan of, but the message of you only live once is baked right through this, and it's not a great episode. I like the message of making sure you fulfill your dreams while you have the chance. This comes right after an episode, 4 Regrettings and a Funeral, which is all about regrets and doing things to prevent those regrets. So it's kind of a bizarre headspace I'm in just now, having just been told for 20-something minutes about regrets and then made to feel that you only live once and I should live each day as if it's the last. Definitely, I feel like the writers were going through something when they wrote these. But Homer's pen pal, his Spanish pen pal, Eduardo, who's voiced by Hank Azaria, comes to Springfield and helps Homer to live out a lot of his childhood dreams, the things he wanted to achieve when he was a child. Eduardo helps him to reach those goals, and it was quite fun to see the kind of things they get up to. It wasn't too bad. We also have a narrative with Lisa, where Lisa has created, she proposes an honor code to stop children from cheating. And I think it was a pretty good idea. If children create the honor code, sign the honor code, and agree to it, then, as Lisa puts it, they become the honor code and won't cheat. It's a nice idea in theory. I feel like in the real world it wouldn't make a difference. But it was a thought-provoking concept, and where they went with that narrative, I hadn't predicted it, so it was quite interesting. I didn't mind it. It was okay. The narrative with Homer was okay. I don't really think... Actually, that's not true. I was going to say I don't think there's anything about this that I loved, but there were 3 things that I loved. And these are not spoilers for any of the narrative, but they are spoilers for things that I found to be particularly great. And the first thing is something that happens at the very beginning, where Milhouse has eaten mac and cheese, and it starts to come out of his nose. And it wasn't explosive. Had it, projectiled from his nose, it would have been gross. But the fact that it was just slowly creeping out, it was gross, but I loved it. It reminds me of the episode, I hope a Treehouse of Horror episode, where spaghetti comes out of Homer's skin. Pasta through the face is definitely something The Simpsons does well. I also loved Lisa's trick to make people sign the honor code, using Milhouse for that. I thought that was very clever. And something that's ruined a word for me is Homer's vision when he hears the word melancholy. It made my eyes, I kind of rolled my eyes. I thought that's so stupid, but I love it. And now whenever I hear the word melancholy, that's all I'm going to picture. So there were definitely some small things here that I quite liked, things that I thought were actually okay. As a whole, I didn't necessarily find it to be the most engaging episode from start to finish, but at the same time, there was enough to keep me engaged, enough to keep me watching it and generally enjoying it. So it may not be my favourite episode, it may not be perfect, but I wouldn't mind watching it again. The bits that were good were really, really good. And YOLO, and I hate the fact that it's made me say it twice now. I won't say it a third time. It's a good episode. It's not brilliant, but it's definitely not too bad.